Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
So it's away we go then. McKennie. McKennie. Musa. Witsel. That's Tielemans. Played out to the right. Carrasco, now he's off and running. Robinson. De La Torre. McKennie. Here's Adams. Musa. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Where? Plays a sharp little ball here. Musa. And the cross comes in. And it's hoisted clear. Where? And the follow-up!
The United States have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Tielemans. Robinson. Ream. Here's Adams. Chooses to go cross-field. Tielemans. Doku. For De Bruyne. Tielemans. Here's Doku. And here's De Bruyne. Doku. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Ream. Musa. Where? And Ream. Aim forwards. That's tidy. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Adams. Where? Musa. Passes short and sharp. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Balogun actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
What a throw in. Adams. De La Torre. Here's Adams. Back into the middle. Pinches it off him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Richards. Ream. And Robinson. McKennie. Adams. And Robinson. Tielemans. Castagna. Doku. Castagna. No, that's overhit. De La Torre.
Belgium look very much like they've set themselves up to absorb here. It's going to be difficult to try and find space between the lines.
Balogun. Proves too strong. Hops for safety. Onana. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
That's Tielemans. Played out wide. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Robinson. And Richards. McKennie. And Robinson. And here's Carrasco. Onana. Doku. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gets it back. Turns back here, probably the best option. The United States finding their passes. Where? Up to meet it! And out to safety. Pereira Carrasco. Tielemans. Over to the left. Well read, nice interception. Ream. Shifted upfield. And that's out of reach. De Bruyne. Here's Doku. And it's for Tongan. Oh, can he get onto this? McKennie. Doku. And it's De Bruyne. So, Jim, what are you thinking? McKennie moved on forwards. And he's forced to go back. Ream. Richards. Castagna. Played out to the left flank. Ball is over the line. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, great chance! The Tongan clears it away. Where? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Where put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Witsel. And it's for Tongan. De Bruyne chasing after it. Where? Here's McKennie. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Castagna. Tielemans. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Where? Ball played for Musa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Brilliantly cut out. It is a corner. Belgium can start a counter here.
The United States couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Tielemans. Oh, good spread. Carrasco gets into some space. Showing good feet. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ream. Richards. Richards. Here's McKennie. And it's played forward. Where? Out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Cleared away. Hoisted in. Musa. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And that was very necessary. Musa. Tielemans wins the duel this time. Castagna. And it's for Tongan. Carrasco looks to get on the end of this. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Musa. Here's Adams. Musa. Adams. All played for Musa. Forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Tielemans. And here's Lukaku. Out to the left it goes. Now it's De Bruyne. There's the massive lead! That's a half-decent try.
Lukaku certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Where? Ream. Gently done. Where? That's a terrific surge down the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Robinson gets across to intercept that. Where? All played for Musa. Where? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Ream with the short one. Nice control. Robinson. Oh, sweet feet. That's a throw. Torreira Carrasco. Tielemans. Played out towards the right wing. Robinson makes the interception. De La Torre. For Tongan. That's Tielemans. Doku. And it's De Bruyne. Fiddles it through. Now it's Lukaku. De Bruyne. Climbs up big! Good delivery, but no joy.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Musa. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's gone backward here. Threads one in. De Bruyne in acres of space out wide. That's good play. Doku. And here's De Bruyne. Doku. Goalkeeper's ball. Ream. And Robinson.
De La Torre.
Balogun.
De La Torre.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's going to be a goal kick. Spread out to the left. Delivers with whip. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
De La Torre.
Here's Adams. McKennie. Forward it goes. And Robinson.
De La Torre.
And that's a throw-in. Looking for the runner. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's De Bruyne. Sends it crossfield. Torreira Carrasco. And here's Carrasco. Oh, such a clever touch. Carrasco has got himself a free kick. And here's Carrasco.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
McKennie. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And Robinson. That'll be a throw-in. Onana. And here's Lukaku. And here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shifted upfield. Doku. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tielemans concedes a free kick for that. De Bruyne. Doku. Succumbs to the pressure. Ream. Here's McKennie. Aim forwards.
De La Torre.
McKennie. He's dealt with that well. Doku. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, he's burst through! It's Carrasco! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Torreira Carrasco really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Stood up well to him there. Musa. Hops for safety. Here's McKennie. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Doku. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Lukaku. And here's De Bruyne. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's managed to get rid. Towering header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Where? Throw it. Great skill, that's nice. Adams, out towards the flank. Flings in across. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. For Tongan. And it's for Tongan. Played out to the right. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Lukaku. Belgium have a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Witsel! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. McKennie. Real chance! And in again. Goal! The United States! The breakthrough strike! Castiles, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tielemans. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
The United States come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we are already promptly back underway. The United States carrying a one-goal lead. Adams, McKennie, And Robinson.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here! Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Lukaku gets his pass away. And that is as far as they're going to go. McKennie. Musa. Well, the counter could be on here. Tielemans. Out to the left it goes. Defending of the desperate variety. Doku. Onana. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Balogun. Where? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pinged towards the front line. And it's Carrasco. And that's going right the way across. McKennie. Witsel. For Mangala. For Tongan. Tielemans. Now Castagna. Doku. Now Castagna. And it's Witsel. He's played it long. Oh, can he get onto this? Adams. Ball played for Musa. Doku. De Bruyne. Tielemans. For Mangala. Tielemans. Here's Doku. Aimed in towards the... Great leap! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Witsel. Mangala. Played out to the left flank. De Bruyne is sharing after that one. Out for a throw. Looking for options for movement. Here's the cross. And that's been repelled. Adams. He's tried one! Decent enough try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Interesting ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Robinson. And Richards. Gently done. Ream cuts it out. McKennie. But he's forced to go back. Musa. Here's Adams. Oh, good spread. Well, that is one way to stop him. Adams. McKennie. A real... There's the hit! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to Ball clear. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
McKennie. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
McKennie. Mongala does really well to win the ball there. Castagna. That's Tielemans. And it's Carrasco.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The message is clear, none shall pass. De Bruyne. Tielemans.
Musa.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Doku. And here's De Bruyne. Now it's Carrasco. Onana. And here's Carrasco. Crossed into the middle. Lukaku! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's had it taken off him. It's run loose here. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
The United States clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Out to the right. Now it's Carrasco. That's very neat. Onana. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. That's a throw. Belgium are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Musa. It's a good run down the right. Balogun. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The ball, and he has been fouled there. Musa. Backward it goes. Musa. Well read. The danger is averted. Now it's Adams. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's De Bruyne. Over to the left. De Bruyne. Doku. De Bruyne. That has been knocked clear. Balogun. Plays the return pass. Opts for safety. Well-timed, excellent interception. And back to the keeper they go. Witsel. It's Meunier. De Bruyne is onto it in a flash. Now it's Carrasco. And it's Meunier. And here's Carrasco. Oh, that's neat. And he whips it in. Clears it out of harm's way. Moved on forwards. Balogun. Where? Looking for the runner. Great defending, strong and determined. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's De Bruyne. That's gone for a throw-in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Musa. On Robinson. De La Torre. Torreira Carrasco. Now it's Lukaku. Out to the left it goes. De Bruyne. Hit into... Tries a shot! Tried the volley, but no.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
De Bruyne. And he's had it nicked away. Adams. Ball played for Musa. Richards. Here's McKennie. Played long and they could be in here. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Smoothly does it. De Bruyne. De Bruyne going full tilt down the left. Fired deep towards the back post. And it's hoisted clear. Robinson. Musa. And it's played forward. Here's Adams. McKennie. Where? And that has left him in a heap.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Oh, he's been flattened there.
Where? Drilled in low. Shot a goal! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Balogun really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
Mangala. Carrasco, now he's off and running. And here's Carrasco. Now it's Carrasco. Takes on his marker. Adams. Tielemans. Mangala. That's Tielemans. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played out to the right.
Ferreira Carrasco really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
It's anyone's ball now. Ream getting this one clear. Weir. Played out to the left flank. Interesting ball. De La Torre is in a really good position out wide. Mangala. Spread out to the left. Doku. Castagna. Now Vertonghen. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Carrasco. Looks to clip it forward. Tries to get it clear. Meunier.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Robinson. De La Torre. McKennie. Balogun. Played out to the left flank. And through to the goalkeeper. And it's Carrasco. And here's Lukaku. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, good spread. He is just caressing the ball. Swings in across. Belgium can make their change now with a break in play. Witsel. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Here's Doku. Chipped through. Played into space out wide. Mangala.
De Bruyne.
Now he's off and running. Spread neatly. De Bruyne.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Belgium really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Meunier.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And they're quick to get it back.
Tielemans. Plays a sharp little ball here. Where? In towards the middle. And the keeper beats it away.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Nice physical challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, he's not getting his way this time.
And it's De Bruyne.
Doku. That's Tielemans. For Mangala. Out to the left it goes. Tielemans. For Mangala. Over to the left.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Ball's gone out of play. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Lovely feet. That's an excellent interception. Robinson. De la Torre, who does have an assist to his name. Stood up well to him there. Robinson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Spread out to the left.
And it's De Bruyne.
Oh, that's nice. Mangala. The United States have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Gets his pass away. That's a nicely measured pass. He has found the way through. Where? Tielemans. Forwards and with intent. Just eases him off the ball. It's a promising position. There's the towering header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Tielemans.
De Bruyne.
Chasing after it. Fiddles it through. Where? Muscular approach does pay off here. Tielemans did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Forward it goes. No, that's been intercepted. Musa. No one Unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Adams, De La Torre is onto it in a flash. Robinson, De La Torre. Very nicely done. And he's got his cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. Luca Bacchio. And they're back on the ball again. Played out to the left flank. De Bruyne. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's a super give and go. De Bruyne crosses. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way. Tielemans. Now Trossard. And it's De Bruyne. Pinches it off him. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's there to get rid. And it's been taken short. This could be their final throw of the dice. And now they can spring out of defence. Witsel, Meunier, and it's Witsel, and it's played forward. No, he's not getting any further than that. Musa, and Ream, where passes coming off in quick succession here. Tielemans, and he's forced to go back. Shifted upfield. Luca Bacchio might just make this. Luca Bacchio. 2 minutes to be added on. That's Tielemans. For Mangala. Tielemans. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That is lovely. Oh, good ball. Chance! He scored! Deep into injury time!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Belgium give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. McKennie. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.